This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Yeah, pretty shot outside the, well, not that pretty. We've got some rain.
Okay, it's slightly soggy out there.
Let's start that one over. 3, 2, 1. We've got some rain on our lens right now in the Rosemary District. A renegade light sprinkle moving through the area. Yeah. You know, all the bells and whistles that Josh Stone has, he still isn't afraid to walk outside the door and look. I saw him do it half an hour ago.
Yeah, I like that too. It's like you're double checking.
Yes.
It's like you're gonna have all the radars that you want, but there's something to be said for just walking outside and
he does
checking it out.
Because Josh, you have no windows in that weather office, do you?
Exactly. I'm confined to, you know, the studio lights and your beautiful faces, you know.
Oh.
Keep going, keep
All
going.
right, tell us more, Josh.
Keep
Tell us more
going,
about
okay.
this.
Say that again. Slow down.
But yeah, we were thinking there was a possibility of some light sprinkles, maybe some showers, and voila, looks like we got the forecast right. And this is all due to a front that's slowly sagging southward, has a little bit of lift to it, and stirring up the atmosphere for some light showers. And that's exactly what we're experiencing right now here in Longboat Key, downtown Sarasota, outside our ABC7 studio. And also in northern Manatee County, we have some light showers. So what's on tap for the rest of the day? Expect these mostly cloudy skies to slowly thin out. We're calling for a high of around 73, which is average. And then we're going to have a beautiful weekend, and I'll have all the details on that in a few minutes from now.
All right, very good. Talk to you soon. Checking the roads, you'll see a little slowdown there on 41, also known as 14th Street West, as you approach State Road 70. I was doing so well there for a second. You'll notice that. Also, northern Manatee County, northern Sarasota County. Mound right there as you pass the Sailor and Nurse statue and head toward 301. A big delay there already this morning. Checking farther south, nothing much to report at 6:02 on your Friday morning.
Our top story this hour, the new GOP tax plan is barely off the ground, but already there are signs of trouble for the Republicans.
One of those now raising concerns is Florida Senator Marco Rubio. ABC's Arlette Saenz has the latest.
President Trump is sounding optimistic Republicans will deliver on a tax plan by Christmas.
I think we will get there. It'll be in a very short period of time. It will be the greatest Christmas present that a lot of people have ever received.
But on Capitol Hill, there are signs of trouble. Senator Marco Rubio is a no unless the bill further expands the child tax credit.
Unless they can figure out a way to add to the 1,100 figure, I won't support the bill.
Senator Bob Corker is expected to vote no as well. He's concerned about the $1.5 trillion the plan could add to the deficit. 2 more GOP senators are undecided. Senate Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes. They haven't released their final plan yet, leaving Democrats in the dark.
Have you seen the new Republican bill yet?
I have not.
Here's what we've learned. For the wealthy, the plan lowers the top tax rate from 39 down to 37%. For big business, it cuts the corporate tax rate from 35 to 21%. And for middle-class Americans, the plan doubles the standard deduction. For those who itemize, it keeps current deductions on medical expenses and student loan interest. But advocates for the middle class warn it caps state and local income and property tax deductions at just $10,000. The plan also scraps a key component of Obamacare, the individual mandate requiring that all Americans have insurance. That could leave 13 million more uninsured over the next decade.
The Senate is expected to vote next week, and Republicans will need every yes vote they can get. One big question is Senator John McCain. He's currently in the hospital being treated for side effects of his cancer therapy. He hopes to get back to work soon, but it's unclear when that will be. Arlette Saenz, ABC News, Washington.
And besides McCain's attendance, there's another senator who might be in trouble right now. Mississippi's Thad Cochran has missed votes recently for treatment for a non-cancerous lesion on his nose, but his spokesperson says the Mississippi Republican is available now if he is needed for a vote. A Republican majority on the Federal Communications Commission has voted to repeal net neutrality. Now, net neutrality stopped internet providers from speeding up or slowing down sites at their choosing. Those in favor of repealing argue that removing the rule will allow companies to expand and innovate. But outside the hearing, protesters said the plan jeopardizes a free and open internet. The New York Attorney General announced a plan to lead a multi-state lawsuit to stop the rollback.
A follow-up now out of Las Vegas. There are new questions about what to do with the fortune belonging to shooting suspect Stephen Paddock. Now, Paddock was reportedly worth almost $5 million at the time of the shooting and owned 2 homes. But because nobody is officially in charge of his estate, his wealth is still just speculation at this point. Paddock also didn't have a will, and that's why his assets are in the hands of a probate court. Attorneys for shooting victims want the estate equally divided. And yesterday, the judge gave those attorneys until January the 31st to agree on a plan to keep the estate's value from being squandered by lawsuits.
What we wanted is time for all of the lawyers on behalf of victims to get together to see if we can come up with an alternative mechanism other than lawsuits to preserve the assets for the victims and eventually distribute assets to the victims.
Now, there are still questions to resolve regarding Paddock's heirs. He has 2 brothers and a mother, so there are still some questions there as who should be his heir in that case. Reports say his family has indicated, though, that they want Paddock's estate to go through and go to the shooting victims. And the man accused of running over a crowd protesting a white nationalist rally in Virginia is now facing upgraded murder charges. James Alex Fields Jr. was initially charged with second-degree murder and other offenses after allegedly plowing into a crowd of counter-protesters in Charlottesville, killing 32-year-old Heather Heyer in the crowd. 36 other people were injured that day. Prosecutors announced yesterday that Fields will now face a first-degree murder charge. If convicted, he could get a sentence of 20 years to life in prison.
New this morning, a firefighter has now been killed battling the fires burning in California. It is the second death linked to the fire raging in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. Also, a 70-year-old woman was found dead in her car last week after evacuating. These fires have scorched more than 240,000 acres, and it's still growing. It's only 30% contained. The blaze has destroyed nearly 1,000 homes and threatens 18,000 others. For the latest on those fires and other breaking news alerts, download our new app. iPhone users, go to the App Store and look for WWSB or My Suncoast. Android users, you'll get that update done automatically.
We have an update now on a long battle over a beachfront treehouse. It now may be on its way to the U.S. Supreme Court. A Holmes Beach couple is battling the city for the right to let the treehouse stand. Now, the couple didn't receive any complaints from the city for almost 2 years after their nearly $30,000 treehouse was built. They then were told they needed a permit, but after applying for one, they were denied. The city claims the treehouse was built too close to the water and it needs to be removed. So the owners took the issue to court, but the couple hasn't given up the fight for their tropical oasis.
We feel that there's enough important issues here, from taking our property right away, from taking our petition right away, to judges rubber stamping. You know, if we have a justice system and we can't go and get a hearing, then why do we have a justice system? Why do we have a court system?
So now the couple waits to hear from the Supreme Court, hoping it will decide to hear their case. And although the outcome hasn't been promising so far, they say they're confident in the battle that they're fighting.
The state Supreme Court is tossing out a petition that's trying to stop Governor Scott from appointing 3 state Supreme Court justices on the day he leaves office. The court says it can't rule on something that hasn't happened yet. Age limits are forcing 3 justices to retire on the day Scott leaves office in January of 2019. Now, Scott has said he plans to name the replacements that same morning. Those against that plan say the next governor should appoint the new justices. If Scott gets his way, though, the 7-member court will be stacked with 6 conservative justices.
Several universities are following in Florida State's footsteps, suspending Greek life on their campuses. The president of Florida State University says he has no timetable for reinstating Greek activities on campus, which were suspended last month after the death of a fraternity pledge. John Thrasher says he'll evaluate the suggestions of many groups and hopes to have more definitive ideas on how to proceed by the end of January. Now, since Florida State's announcements, the University of North Florida, Texas State, Ohio State, and Michigan also have issued suspensions of Greek activities, either due to a student's death or incidents involving other fraternities and sororities.
Back in this area, the University of South Florida has named a new regional chancellor for the Sarasota Manatee campus. Here she is, Dr. Karen Holbrook. She'll lead the growing campus. She most recently served as Executive Vice President at that campus and also Senior Advisor to President Judy Genshaft. She'll begin her new job after the start of the new year. And once again, she is a former president of Ohio State University for 5 years, about 10 years ago. So she's got a good resume.
Nice resume there, absolutely.
Very nice. All right.
Buckeye.
All right, so when is this rain going to push over a little bit?
Well, looks like it's happening right now.
Good.
Actually, good. Yeah. Just really light, though, shower activity, and it looks like that's going to be the case through the first half of the day. The second half, I think things are going to clear out, and this weekend, man, it's going to be.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I have some friends that were here in town from Michigan, and they were loving it yesterday. We're out at the beach for a little bit. They're getting in the water. It felt good. It was a beautiful
And today
day.
is going to be warmer than it was yesterday.
Even better.
Keep it coming.
I like that.
Also, head first alert traffic, and the Girl Scouts of the Gulf Coast are hosting a gingerbread festival this weekend.
We're going to tell you where you can go to be a part of that great community tradition when we come back.
Yeah, we'll have a live report, and also here's a peek outside our window. As Josh said, we'll have some raindrops on our lens right now. That'll be changing. His forecast is next.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Minnesota Flooring has been a proud member of our community. We are proud to provide career opportunities in the flooring and cabinet industry, to partner with local organizations where there is an opportunity to improve our society and better our community, and to continue to provide the quality flooring and cabinets you want for your home. Minnesota Flooring, so many possibilities, worth exploring.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
All right, get up, everyone. It is Friday. We finally made it, and it's also the opening day of The Last Jedi. All right, there we go. For our Star Wars geeks here. 62 here in Sarasota, 61 in Venice, 57 in Northport right now. So upper 50s, lower 60s to start our Friday. And we were anticipating this, the possibility of some light showers on this Friday morning, and looks like Mother Nature is delivering that to us right now here in Longboat Key, southern end of Anna Maria Island here in downtown Sarasota. Little shower sprinkle activity taking place, and throughout the morning hours looks like we could have hit or miss light showers that develop, but this is the biggest one right now on the radar. It's not really a heavy rain producer, just a shower, and there was one around Parrish maybe about 15-20 minutes ago. It looks like that has dissipated. So the headlines today, light sprinkles for our Friday, at least the first half. Then the clouds will start to thin out. We're going to have mostly clear conditions for tonight, and a very pleasant weekend is on tap for us with nice weather and warmer temperatures above the average of 73, and that warming trend will continue into next week. So our futurecast shows these hit or miss showers for the first half of the day, and then look what happens. Everything clears out thanks to a cold front coming down from the north, and that's going to bring us mostly sunny skies over the next several days. For the beach and boating forecast, expect the southwest westerly wind at 10 knots, seas at 2 feet just offshore with light conditions in the bays. And the temperature at the beach maybe around 73 degrees. Again, though, we're going to have some light sprinkles and mostly cloudy skies. As we move on, we'll show you the tides. High tide at 12:01 p.m., low tide at 4:31 later on this afternoon. Sunset tonight at 5:38. Today's high 73, 74, give or take 1 or 2 degrees there, but mix of sun and clouds, like I said, for the first half of the day, and then I think things are going to become partly cloudy later on this afternoon, mostly clear tonight, and mostly sunny for our Saturday and Sunday and Monday. And look what happens on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We're going to have highs in the low 80s, so it's going to feel very comfortable. Next best chance for shower activity comes our way next Wednesday. Back to you.
All right, time now to take a look outside of the first alert traffic. A little wet out there, but still the roads are looking pretty decent. Unless you're heading into Sarasota from Palmetto, you've got a little slowdown there on 41 going southbound. Other than that, you've got a little slowdown on State Road 64 as well, going both ways, so look out for that one as well. Heading into North Sarasota, that one's looking pretty good, except you've got a little slowdown, a little congestion heading southbound on 41. And then in South County, that one, of course, is still looking good out there this time in the morning, so not too bad. It is 6:17 happening today. The Girl Scouts of Gulf Coast, Florida are already getting ready for the 2017 Gingerbread Festival. This is making me hungry just talking about it.
Sounds good. Let's go to Marla Spence now live at the Westfield Sarasota Square Mall with details of this annual event. Marla?
Good morning to you, Ray and Stephanie. Stephanie, you know, I heard you say that this is making you hungry. Just imagine being here, right here in this shop that's all set up with all these gingerbread houses. I'm hungry this morning, and I think I'm going to take a bite. Well, unfortunately, I can't do that because they're up for sale and also up for a vote on who has the best gingerbread house. Joining us now is Jamie Estes. She's here with the Girl Scouts. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us, for those who don't know, what is the Gingerbread Festival?
The Gingerbread Festival is really just a winter wonderland. Over 160 gingerbread houses built by elementary, middle, high school, nonprofits and businesses. And it is just a fun time with Christmas music going. So everyone from like 5 years old to like 80 years old come and love it.
And I hear this is an annual event. People look forward to doing this each and every year and coming out here to enjoy the festival.
Yes, I mean, I have people that call me months in advance, like, you're still doing the Gingerbread Festival? I'm like, yes, don't worry. So we're in our 9th year. We're really excited.
Wonderful. Okay, so when people get out here today, they can come in just for $1 and they are voting on their favorite gingerbread house. Do I have that right?
No, you have it exactly right. Yes, I mean, it is probably the best dollar you're going to ever spend. I mean, we have people that spend like an hour in here deciding because they have to pick their exact gingerbread house that they love. So yeah, everyone loves it. Yep, just $1.
And then this is for a great cause, I take it.
Yeah, all the money's going back to Girl Scouts of Gulf Coast, Florida to help with our programming. So yeah, it's an incredible event and a great cause too.
Okay, so one more last question for you. What time and how can people get here?
Yeah, so we are here at 10 a.m. when the mall opens. We're next to Costco, and it's during mall hours. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we are expecting over 3,000 people. So come be one of them.
Wow, so you guys, Ray and Stephanie, you got to be down here. I mean, these gingerbread houses, they are spectacular. They are very elaborate as well. I mean, I've seen some this morning that just they look nice. I mean, amazing.
Right,
yeah.
like something you want to take home and put
exactly, and put underneath your Christmas tree. So guys, I'm going to send it back to you all, and I think after the show you should come on down here to enjoy this year's festival. Back to you guys.
All right, we are now making our plans for 10 a.m. this morning. That is going to be happening. In consumer news, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi is urging parents to be careful when buying internet-connected toys for their kids this holiday season. Now, before you go out and you buy those smart toys, like dolls that speak with children and smart watches that contain GPS tracking technology, as a parent, you should make sure that your toys employ adequate security and privacy protections for your kids. Now, those smart toys may collect your child's personal information. It can include their address, their age, where they live, their name, even pictures and voice data in some cases. Additionally, without good privacy protection in place, your child's personal information may be sold to third parties for targeted advertising. Now, to protect your family, do your research on these devices and how exactly they work, who they transmit the information to, and if they can be tracked. Only connect and use toys in an environment with a trusted and secured Wi-Fi connection. Kind of treat it like you would treat your own laptops or a tablet. Check where the user data is stored and then carefully read the disclosures and the privacy policies. Important to read that small print in those cases.
Yeah, all good tips. 6:21 right now, still ahead. An entire Texas fraternity is facing hazing charges.
We're going to tell you why right after this.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
The savings are bigger than ever during the Big Finish event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Why settle for less when you can shop the Suncoast largest selection? Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for as little as $24,999. Or get all the truck you need to get the job done with a new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $11,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Fact: the top 3 Marriott hotels in North and South America are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, according to a recent survey of 363 Marriott hotels. The Marriott at Grand National, the Marriott Shoals Hotel, and the Grand Hotel. And 2 of the top 3 Renaissance hotels are also on the trail: Ross Bridge in Birmingham and the Battle House in Mobile. Southern hospitality still rules. For reservations or information, visit rtjgolf.com/resorts.
Make your holiday season extraordinary with a visit to your local Alfa Romeo dealer. Experience affordable Italian-crafted luxury and world-class performance. Like our 2018 Giulia, just announced as the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. MSRP starting at $37,995. Or drive home in the 2018 Stelvio SUV. MSRP starting at just $41,995. Premium comfort and excellent handling, even in the most challenging conditions. Now's the time to shift into season and reward yourself this holiday. Come in and see us today.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business. Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are.
Well, every day we upload fresh content to the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so check it out. In fact, today we're going to do a Facebook Friday Live at 8 o'clock this morning.
That is right. It is a Friday. And of course, just a reminder, if you would like to share any pictures or video that you'd like to see on our show, we would love to get them. Like Ray said, you can connect with us on any of those platforms as well, and be sure to check out Instagram. Every day we do headlines, and we have a lot of great behind-the-scenes stuff as well. It goes on around the station.
There you go, 6:25 right now.
And an entire fraternity in Texas is now facing hazing charges after prosecutors say pledges were subjected to brutal physical abuse.
ABC's Gio Benitez has the latest.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an alleged hazing incident at the University of Houston leading to a criminal indictment against an entire fraternity. The indictment accuses the university's Pi Kappa Alpha chapter of forcing a pledge to go without food, drink, and sleep during a 3-day ritual last year. Fraternity members allegedly tackling him in the dark. According to prosecutors, the unnamed freshman was hospitalized with a lacerated spleen.
I mean, when it gets to that point, I know when to kind of cut it off. I get it. You know, it's a frat, and there's a process of joining, but there's also a line you got to draw, and you can't be crossing that line.
None of the students face individual charges. Instead, officials are going after the fraternity's chapter.
We want this to serve notice that hazing is a crime, and hazing will be prosecuted.
And we'll have the latest on the indictment coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
I'm Phil Mickelson, pro golfer.
I'm Karen. I'm a teacher.
My psoriatic arthritis caused joint pain.
Just like my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis.
And I was worried about
joint damage. My doctor said joint pain from RA can be a sign of existing joint damage that can only get worse. He prescribed Enbrel to help relieve pain and help stop further damage.
Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu.
joint pain and damage
Can go side by side.
Ask how Enbrel can help relieve joint pain and help stop joint damage.
Enbrel, FDA approved for 18 years.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hi, I'm Joan London with A Place for Mom. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families find senior care, and today's senior living communities have never been better. With amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms and swimming pools, public cafes, bars and bistros, even pet care services. And nobody understands your options like the advisors at A Place for Mom. These are local expert advisors that will partner with you to find the perfect place and determine the right level of care, whether that's just a helping hand or full-time memory care. Best of all, it's a free service. Call today. A Place for Mom. You know your family, we know senior living. Together, we'll make the right choice.
Call A Place for Mom right now to get our free ebook on financing senior care, as well as a free referral for senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-290-0352. That's 1-800-290-0352.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, FDOT is trying to improve the traffic flow through Bradenton and Palmetto. We'll tell you more about some of the ideas that they are considering.
An alleged drunk driver is behind bars after hitting a Sarasota County Sheriff's van. We'll tell you what charges he's now facing.
And the wheels are in motion to expand the Legacy Trail. We'll tell you just how much money is being committed to that project. Those stories and more right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning. It is 6:31 and 34 seconds. It's a little wet start of the day. Good morning. I'm Stephanie Webb.
Hey, I'm Ray Collins. A little renegade shower working its way through the area. Nothing too serious. Josh said it should be gone before we know it. Let's get to the expert on the rain. Good morning, Josh.
Exactly. Good morning, guys. Yeah, it was a rogue shower that came in from the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what we could see on and off through the morning hours. And then things will start to clear out by this afternoon. Let's check out our current temperatures right now. 62 in Sarasota, 63 in Bradenton. It's also 65 in Venice. Mostly cloudy skies, though, and it does look like we're going to have the chance for these isolated, rogue, renegaded, isolated showers that come on shore from the Gulf of Mexico. The shower that was affecting Longboat Key into downtown Sarasota is pretty much dissipated. There may be a hint of some light raindrops in central Sarasota County as it moves eastward, but I think things are going to fizzle out there. As you can see, we'll have a little more sunshine as we get into the afternoon hours, and highs today topping out in the low to mid-70s. Back to you.
Very nice. Thank you, Josh. Checking the roads. Early buildup there on the Green Bridge from Palmetto toward downtown Bradenton. DeSoto Bridge is still wide open. Also build up there on Cortez, heading westbound where that sewage spill was yesterday, heading toward the beaches. The northern half of Sarasota County shows a slight slowdown on Bee Ridge as you head toward the Cattleman and Interstate area. Otherwise pretty clear in the northern half of Sarasota County. South County, all clear at 6:33 on your Friday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, the Florida Department of Transportation continues to look at different plans to ease the traffic headaches around the Bradenton-Palmetto area.
Some of those plans were revealed last night, and our Rick Adams was there.
Well, traffic and congestion continues to be one of the biggest issues here in Manatee County. This public meeting brought out a lot of folks who had a chance to have their voices heard.
They're facing huge commutes of an hour and a half. Just to get through the Bradenton-Palmetto area.
What John Walsh is describing are the headaches so many folks experience daily driving over the Manatee River. He and his wife Vern live in the Riviera Dunes community. They're happy to see that FDOT is looking into a bunch of different options to improve the situation.
Should have been studied 20 years ago instead of now. But you still, you know, road starts with a single step, so we need to do this.
There are 11 different alternatives that FDOT has created to ease traffic around the DeSoto and Green Bridge area. Some are short-term and some are long-term. The short-term solutions include making signal modifications and relocating some of the left turns at the main intersections. Longer-term, FDOT is looking into a new bridge over the Manatee River and an elevated thruway. These are options which is getting lots of reaction from the public.
We need that public comment because that's an important factor in determining which alternatives we can move forward and study further.
This meeting not only brought out residents, but also elected officials. Betsy Benak, chair of the Manatee County Commission, says this discussion is a big step in the right direction.
It's wonderful. I'm so glad to see so many people turning out to understand what the alternatives are. We're very early in the process, the planning, but this is the appropriate time for people to have input.
Next up, FDOT will evaluate all the public comments and then decide which projects they would like to start to move ahead with. And FDOT officials tell us the short-term solutions could be at least a year away, while the long-term solutions could be at least 10 years away. Reporting from Palmetto, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Developing overnight, an 18-year-old Immokalee man is arrested for driving under the influence after deputies say he crashed into a Sarasota County Sheriff's Animal Services van. Just after 10 o'clock last night, deputies responded to a rollover crash on I-75 in Northport. Now, before deputies arrived, the driver took off on foot. The Sheriff's Office helicopter and the Northport Police K-9 units tracked the driver to a nearby wooded area. Roberto Garcia was taken into custody for fleeing the scene of a crash. The Animal Services officer was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Garcia has now been charged with driving under the influence, 2 counts of hit and run, and driving without a valid license.
New this morning, you might recall a few months ago when Manatee County took down a Confederate memorial and broke it in 2 in the process. Well, we're now learning how much it's going to cost to repair this. It turns out repairing the statue is going to cost nearly 3 times the amount it took to remove it. The removal cost was $13,000. The repair cost, $41,000. The monument is currently in storage. And by the way, Bradenton Area State Senator Bill Galvano wants to move it to the Gamble Plantation Historic State Park in Ellenton.
Well, the wheels are finally in motion to expand Sarasota County's Legacy Trail. The county is agreeing to spend millions on connecting the trail from Culver House Nature Park on McIntosh 2 miles north to Ashton Road. $7.9 million is being committed to that project. Now, phase 2 will be a $32 million purchase of the old train lines, which will then take the trail to Payne Park.
This is the quickest way to accomplish it without having to pay for it all in 1 year, because that would be unaffordable.
Voters will have the final say on the phase next November. And the battle over a plan to dredge Big Pass to re-nourish Lido Beach continues. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the city of Sarasota plan to take sand from Big Pass between Lido and Siesta Keys to re-nourish Lido. Now, the plan causing a clash between residents of both of those barrier islands.
We found spotted sea trout spawning in Big Pass. Now, that's critical in that that's where they actually mate and release their eggs. If they didn't do that, we would no longer have spotted sea trout.
The final ruling in that case isn't expected to be issued for several months. And as always, for the latest on this story, others, your weather, local and breaking news, you guys can download our app. All you have to do is go to the App Store. If you have an iPhone, check out WWSB or My Suncoast. Android users, you are going to get an update on that app automatically. Happening today, the Girl Scouts of Gulf Coast, Florida are getting ready for the big 2017 Gingerbread Festival.
Marla Spence enjoying her job more today. Yesterday it was a sewage spill. Today she's smelling gingerbreads right now. Marla.
That's right, Ray and Stephanie. I am smelling gingerbread inside of this pop-up shop here at the Westfield Sarasota Square, and it smells amazing in here. I'm in the Christmas spirit. Just for this year's Gingerbread Festival, joining us now is Jamie Estes. She is with the Girl Scouts. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us, this year's event is an event that people anticipate year after year. Why do they?
I think it's because it's one of a kind. There's nothing else you're going to find in Sarasota that's going to be anything like this. So anywhere from 5 years old to 80-year-old, people come in here for an hour with their shopping carts, and they look around and they have to pick their favorite house because they can vote for their favorite house for $1.
so they can move. They can go over and come over here and vote on their favorite house just for $1. Where does those proceeds go to after you've collected those $1 bills?
I know, a lot of ones, and a lot of people can buy the houses too, so a lot of 20s, and all that money's coming back to Girl Scouts of Gulf Coast, Florida.
Wonderful. So tell us, how long does it take some of these gingerbread houses to be built?
Yes, so some people can throw them in together overnight. Some people spend days and weeks making sure every little detail is perfect. So some people take a while to get these beauties ready to be on display.
Wow, well, thank you so much, Jamie. And if you are interested in seeing these beauties this morning, you can do so starting at 10 o'clock right here at the Westfield Sarasota Square. And this year's Gingerbread Festival will be lasting up until Sunday, so you have more than enough time to come out here to support a great cause for this year's Gingerbread Festival. Reporting live in Sarasota, I'm Marla Spence for ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Be fun to see. Okay, thank you, Marla.
Happening tonight, the Newtown community is holding their annual tree lighting celebration to help kick off the holiday season. Now, this is the second year in a row the community is coming together for the ceremony. It all starts tonight at 6 o'clock at Fred Atkins Park in Sarasota on Washington Court.
All right, well, we are mid-December and talking about temperatures heading toward the 80s in the near future, Josh.
That's right, yeah, right around the corner, If we can just get through today, and today is not going to be bad.
No?
I think tomorrow and Sunday and next Monday and next Tuesday are going to be great.
All right, thanks, Josh. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, the latest in your Suncoast first alert traffic, and it is finally here. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. I gotta tone this down a little bit. Is now open across the country, people.
She seems excited.
Oof.
We'll tell you why one of the franchise's stars believes the characters mean so much to Stephanie and others when we come back.
Make your holiday season extraordinary with a visit to your local Alfa Romeo dealer. Experience affordable Italian-crafted luxury and world-class performance. Like our 2018 Giulia, just announced as the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. MSRP starting at $37,995. Or drive home in the 2018 Stelvio SUV. MSRP starting at just $41,995. Premium comfort and excellent handling, even in the most challenging conditions. Now's the time to shift into season and reward yourself this holiday. Come in and see us today.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
If high performance art is what you're into, look no further than Sunset Fiat of Sarasota. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. No matter what your passion is, there's a Fiat for everyone. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Big Finish event. Going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Our accredited staff will handle all of the Medicare paperwork for free, and best of all, your brace is shipped directly to your home for free. Don't let chronic lower back pain slow you down. Get moving and stay active with a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost. We also accept Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Aetna, Humana, and other insurance. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare? Find out for free.
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-715-0835. That's 1-800-715-0835, 1-800-715-0835.
Come out and enjoy a taste of Hanukkah this Sunday, December 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Philippi Estate Park on 41 in Sarasota. Everyone is invited. Admission is just $5 for adults. Children are free and free parking. See the world-famous Belunak, BMX trick stars, and more. Delicious gourmet kosher foods, music, and a 4-ton snow slide. Fun for the entire family. A taste of Hanukkah this Sunday, December 17th from 3 to 6 at Philippi Estate Park.
Army National Guard soldiers serve to give back to their country and their community. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for benefits such as health and life insurance, education benefits, and retirement and VA home loan benefits. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. John will be back on Monday, but happy Friday to you. Our current temperature right now is 62 degrees. We have mostly cloudy skies. Earlier this morning, we had a light shower that tracked in from the Gulf of Mexico, and we do have a few sprinkles, no pun intended, here in the Gulf of Mexico on our radar that will be coming in from the Gulf and possibly producing some light showers, but it's going to be hit or miss and very isolated and short-lived. Right now, we do have maybe some light shower activity in Lakewood Ranch, but that's really the only blip on the radar, at least on land right now. Most of the activity is out in the Gulf of Mexico, and again, it's very isolated. So what's going on in the big picture? Well, a big ridge of high pressure out to the west, and this is actually going to be coming our way over the next several days to help clear everything out. Right now, there's a cold front to our north, not even a cold front, it's like a cool front that's going to come in, clear out the clouds that we're experiencing right now, and then everything will be moderating over the next several days. Right now, though, in the upper Midwest, they're dealing with a cold front, a trough here that's allowing cold air to spill southward out of Canada. It is 9 degrees right now in Cleveland right now. The old meteorologist of Dick Goddard would probably be impressed with that. You ever hear of Dick Goddard before? Yeah. No? Yeah, you have? Yeah. I think he started in 1895.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Same as Scalzi.
Doing television.
Right.
It's amazing. But at an institution in Cleveland. Anyway, let's check out the airport delays. No airport delays flying out of Sarasota, Bradenton International Airport, going to Atlanta, LaGuardia, Chicago, or Charlotte. Good boating forecast today. Southwest winds becoming west 10 knots. Seas 2 feet with a light chop in the bays. As far as your weekend forecast, looking brilliant. 76 for tomorrow's high, 80 on Sunday, 81 next Monday, and mostly sunny skies for the next several days.
All right, in your first alert traffic, not looking too bad out there. Starting to get a little bit busier. If you're headed southbound on 301, you're going to run into some congestion right there as well. And then in northern Sarasota County, it's looking a little more congested there. Not too bad, though, for a Friday morning at this time. A little congestion if you're heading on Fruitville toward 75. And then in South County, that is still looking good. You got a little slowdown on there on 41, but other than that, it's looking good on the roads. Not too bad.
In this hour's Health Smart, an unusual story about a Texas mother who is facing charges for subjecting her son to unnecessary surgeries. Andrea Lucia explains.
The problem started shortly after Christopher was born.
She claimed that he had issues drinking milk. I never saw those issues.
Ryan Crawford says his son's mother, Kayleen Bowen Wright, surprised him at a custody hearing with news of serious health issues.
I'm crying, saying that Christopher is never going to walk and that we need to, that I need to learn how to take care of a disabled child.
A report from Child Protective Services shows the now 8-year-old has visited the doctor 323 times and undergone 6 major surgeries. He had a feeding tube inserted, used oxygen, and took seizure medication. CPS also found Bowen Wright cut her son's hair and posted this picture of him in a Make-A-Wish shirt, claiming he had cancer.
Every single time we went to court, she would say that my son was dying the next day.
During a trip to Dallas Children's Medical Center last month, staff began to suspect Bowen Wright might be trying to induce her son to have seizures and called CPS, which took custody of Christopher and his siblings.
No one wanted to believe me until it was almost too late. He almost died 3 different times due to infections from the 13 different surgeries. So he has a long road ahead of him, and I hate that he had to go through that. I hate it. I hate it so much.
All right, in lighter news and entertainment news, That's right.
What's
I'm
she
in
wearing?
a Snuggie. I might be in a Snuggie right now. But we're going to get to why in just a minute. It's so cold in the studio. Can an R-rated superhero thrive at the House of Mouse? With Disney acquiring Fox Movies, that puts the wildly inappropriate, foul-mouthed Deadpool at the family-friendly studio. But it appears the franchise will retain its restricted rating. Yesterday, Disney CEO Bob Iger said there's room for R-rated Marvel movies at Disney, adding, quote, as long as we let audiences know what's coming. Yes, please do not mess with my Deadpool. And the day is finally here. It's another big day for Disney. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is now open across the country. The Force is sure to be strong with this one. But how strong? Well, so far, great buzz from both fans and critics. It's got a 93% fresh rating on RottenTomatoes.com. Stars from the original trilogy, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, and the posthumous Carrie Fisher as my sweet, sweet Princess Leia. They're both making an appearance in this installment as well. Hamill says he was surprised, but excited to be a part of the saga's continuing story.
Reunions are inherently disappointing, and what I realized, they weren't intending a reunion. There's a new protagonist, there's all new characters, and you know, Han and Leia and Luke provide the connective tissue to the prior trilogy.
All right, and there is no question whether or not The Last Jedi will lead that weekend box office, but exactly how massive will its debut this weekend be? Analysts expect Episode 8 to bring in roughly $200 million in North America, which would be the top debut of the year, but it would still be well below the $248 million that The Force Awakens opened with 2 years ago.
Now, why are you dressed like that?
First of all, it's cold in the studio. Everyone needs a Snuggie. But everyone also needs
Look at this.
The Stormtrooper Snuggie. He did not believe that I actually have a Stormtrooper Snuggie. Nobody believes this, but I brought it out in honor of the movie today.
I thought you were kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Very nice.
I have a collection at home that would probably be embarrass most grown women, but I am proud of it. I love my Star Wars.
You better sit down now.
I better.
All right.
It's so cold. Snuggie.
It's 10 to 7 right now. We'll update the day's top news headlines next. And a new prosthetic arm is getting a lot of attention on social media.
That's right. We're going to tell you more about why a piece of, that's right, Star Wars-inspired technology, Ray, is helping this amputee play piano. It's a great story right after this.
Keep up with your investments and market trends by watching the ABC7 Stock Report. Get a recap of all the day's stock market activity. Be sure to watch your Suncoast News at 6 for the ABC7 Stock Report, sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
This is an important medical announcement. Talcum powder products from some of the best-known brands have been linked to ovarian cancer. Any woman who has used a talcum powder product and has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that women with long-term use of talcum powder, including baby powder for feminine hygiene, can increase the risk of contracting ovarian cancer. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to women who should have been warned about the risks of ovarian cancer with long-term use of talcum powder. Call the Talcum Powder Hotline. If you or a loved one used talcum powder and were diagnosed or died from ovarian cancer, you must call now.
Call 800-570-7599, 800-570-7599.
If you're between 50 and 85 years old, call the number on your screen right now for free information on how to save your family thousands of dollars. We're Family Love Plans, and we've been helping families just like yours for over 30 years. The average funeral today can cost up to $10,000 or more, but the most you'll get from government benefits is just $255. How will your family pay the difference? At Family Love Plans, we can help you and your family. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam and your plan can't be canceled. Better still, your rate will never go up and your benefits will never go down. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and receive approval right over the phone.
Call 1-800-707-3608. That's 1-800-707-3608.
This holiday season, share the greatest gift of all, peace of mind. Subaru is rated the safest and most dependable automotive brand, and all Subaru models with EyeSight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $219 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
It is 6:54, and here are some of the top stories that we're following for you on the Suncoast today.
Florida Senator Marco Rubio is now opposing the GOP tax reform plan. He wants a higher child tax credit. His defection could hurt passage of the plan.
Plus, the Florida Attorney General is issuing a warning to parents that are thinking about buying smart toys for their kids this Christmas. They're connected to the internet, and your child's personal information could be stolen, or their location could even be tracked by strangers.
And there's a new chancellor on the campus of USF Sarasota Manatee. This is former Ohio State President Karen Holbrook. She takes over on January 2nd. Josh?
Okay, on and off light showers will be the story on this Friday morning. We already had one, we could see some more, and then we're on tap for a beautiful rest of the day, and also this weekend looks great.
Beautiful. Finally, great story here. New prosthetic technology is making it possible for this amputee to play the piano. Jason Barnes lost his right arm in a workplace accident 5 years ago. But this musician can now use his bionic hand created by Georgia Tech researchers. It uses ultrasonic sensors that detect impulses to predict which fingers Jason is trying to move, so he can control each finger individually. And if this isn't cool enough, this one's for you, Stephanie and Josh. The technology was loosely inspired by Luke Skywalker's bionic hand from The Empire Strikes Back.
See, I'm saying, like, Star Wars does great things, Ray.
There is some positives
Another
there,
reason to watch all 9 hours of it.
See, I'm a storm chaser, but I really want to be a stormtrooper.
Well, my Snuggie's right under there if you want to live any kind of fantasy out.
That's a picture.
Right?
Have a great weekend, folks.